Hi everyone, this is Rihanna from A Frugal Life, and today we're going to be talking about frugal life from the experts on YouTube. So I don't know if you've noticed, but there are lots and lots of experts on everything on YouTube. And there are a ton of frugal living experts on YouTube that have the best of ideas, whether they have small accounts or large accounts. There's a bunch of them that I follow, and I'd like to recommend some of them to you now. And I just went through and spot watched a bunch of their videos that I'd watched before and picked out some of the choice nuggets that I really liked. Each one of them got one nugget of wisdom that I'm going to share, and I'll put the links to those videos down below if you want to watch the whole video. So the first piece of wisdom I'm going to share from you comes from a YouTuber called Slice of Life. That's the name of her channel anyways. She has 59,000 subscribers as of the time of this recording, and she makes videos on frugal living and minimalism, two of my favorite subjects, as you know. So the one piece of wisdom I garnered from her last video that I watched, which I will link down below, is to take a shopping break. And I think that is a fabulous idea. It's really hard to do, and we're actually doing it this week. So we don't get paid for 2 weeks from now, and we're running really low on money. So we are going to go ahead and take a complete shopping break. And we are just shopping from our pantry and our freezer and our refrigerator for groceries. We're going to make do with what we have. We're going to make do with the gas that we have and not go anywhere when we run out. And of course, we're not going to spend any money on extras like clothes or entertainment. We have plenty of resources for those that we can take care of right here at home, entertainment-wise at least. So we are taking a shopping break. I recommend that you try that too if you're running low on money or if you just want to put a little bit extra in savings. So the next one I'm going to talk about is from Kaden. She's one of my absolute favorite frugal living YouTubers. I've been watching her since she barely had any subscribers. I highly recommend you subscribe to her. I will put a link down below. She makes videos almost exclusively on frugal living, and she has 53,000 subscribers at the time of this recording. And she has tons and tons of little nuggets of wisdom throughout all of her videos, but one of the ones that caught my eye this time was to save your spare change. So when I grew up, it was just a normal thing to do to save your change. Every mom and grandma had a big jar full of change in some room that they cashed in at the end of the month or the end of the year for something special. Now that we use credit cards and digital payments for exclusively almost everything, it's harder to save your change. So I will recommend that you pull out a 20 or a 40 at the beginning of the week and reserve that strictly for the groceries or some certain thing that you're going to buy during the week, like lunch. And always just pay with that full bill and then take the change and put it away for a rainy day. Frugal Fit Mama, she is so popular that her number astounds me. She has 476,000 subscribers. She is so prolific on YouTube that it's hard to even watch as many videos as she makes because she has so much time clocked on YouTube videos with such great advice. And the bit of advice I gained from her this time was to borrow from your friends. So I've mentioned it before, barter is a great way to get things, but also just borrowing. If your neighbor has a piece of equipment for your lawn, or you have something that your neighbor can borrow, I highly recommend you just make it a practice to borrow back and forth between your neighbors, your friends, and your family. All kinds of things can be traded back and forth between your friends and family that will save you a ton of money on one-time purchases. So another one that I want to talk about is Gabe Bult. He has 209,000 subscribers at the time of this recording. Most of his videos are on minimalism and productivity, but he also does make some videos on frugal living. So this piece of advice I do love, and that is to write down your goals. And that is important in money management, frugal living, productivity, your work, your school, everything. 42% of the time, if you write down your goals, you are more likely to achieve them. You're holding yourself accountable, and you can even share that goal written down with others on Facebook or other places. And that really makes you focus on that goal. So I recommend Gabe Bult. I will post a link to some of his videos down below. So next is Connie Wright, and she is actually new to me. This is the first time I've seen her videos, and I am enjoying them a lot. She has 75,000 viewers, so she must be pretty popular. She also makes videos on frugalism and minimalism, and her tip today that I garnered from her videos was to plan and prep meals. And I've mentioned this a lot before. I will link above to one of my videos that mentions my favorite ways to prep meals. But it really does save you a lot of time, and if you're saving time, then you're not likely to eat out. So definitely plan and prep your meals at a time, as many times as you can per week and as many meals as you can per week. The next one I have is Kristin Stone's from Sense and Purpose. She also has a really cool blog. I will link both down below. She has over 23,000 subscribers at the time of this recording, and she makes videos almost exclusively like Kaden on frugal living, although she does have a few other topics thrown in. And her tip that I garnered from her video this week was to have a leftover night. And we actually do usually use our leftovers for lunch the next day. I always make enough that somebody can have leftovers for lunch the next day, which does save us a ton of time and money for whoever doesn't have time to actually make their lunch that day. But it is a great idea to also make enough from several meals or from one meal to have a leftover night where you can just exclusively eat leftovers. Sometimes each person eats a different leftover from the week, but that does save you both time and money on a certain day of the week that you use for leftover night. And next is Ashlyn Eaton. She is also new to me. This is the first time I've watched her videos, and I am loving them as well. And she is very popular on YouTube. She has 293,000 subscribers at the time of this video. She makes videos on frugal living, but a lot of other things as well. So the video I watched has some tips on frugal living. And the tip that I liked the most was to bring your own food when you go out. And actually we do this. I have recommended this in other videos. I'll post a link above to one of my videos I think that has similar tips. But bringing your food when you go out is going to save you a ton of money because you won't be tempted to get snacks from the gas station, fast food on your way through, and you won't have hungry, hangry people in your car. So when we do go babysit my son, we do actually bring a cooler with drinks and snacks and sandwiches so that we're not tempted to go run out and get something, because taking care of a baby, as most of you know, takes up quite a bit of time, and we don't want to eat my daughter's food because we don't want to use it up. So we bring food then, and we bring food on long car rides in the cooler. So I love that tip from Ashlyn Eaton. We use that one too. If you want to check out her videos, I've linked them down below. So I would love this time to hear from you who your favorite, other than myself of course, YouTuber is on frugal living and minimalism. If you want to put the link down below, or just put the name of the YouTube channel down below so that we can take a look. Love it when we share with each other. And if nobody has told you how very special you are today. You are so special to me, and you are so special to all of us. You are our friends and family on the internet, and I cannot wait to talk to you in my next video.